Well, welcome to the first meeting of SLU's True Crime Club. I would love to get to know each and every one of you by telling us what's your favorite kind of true crime or mysteries, accidents, whatever it is you love to listen to.
Hi, I'm Isabella, and personally, I'm still so curious about the classic psychos. Bundy, BTK, the Ken and Barbie killers. They were so lost in their delusions until the very end.
Hi, my name is Anthony, and there is nothing more interesting than caving and diving gone wrong.
Name's Q, the Amityville Horror, the White House farm case, anything Ed and Lorraine Warren have investigated are my favorite. Paranormal activity is my poison.
Amelia, have you guys ever heard about the staircases in the woods? People climb the stairs and disappear forever, but if you try to find the stairs again, they're not where you last saw them.
You mean like the obelisks that appeared all over the world?
No, that was a hoax.
Jacob, I just like listening to anything that goes in depth about forensics. When police solve decades-old crimes just by running DNA through modern instruments, it's so satisfying.
Hey guys, the name's Matt. If you have any questions about war crimes from like the rape of Nanking to 98 Rock, I'm your guy.
Thank you all. Well, my name is Olivia, and I am currently obsessed with a cold case that's actually local to our college. Have you ever heard of the Rachel Peters disappearance? It was just about 20 years ago or so when a group of friends went on a camping trip at the beginning of the school year. Everyone was having a great time until there was an argument right before bed. Later in the night, two of them swear they heard footsteps and hushed voices in the woods.
It could be a missing 411 style case.
She most likely went missing at the hands of someone she knew.
The group went outside to investigate, and while they stood outside, the footsteps got closer and closer until one of their number returned. He was in a panic, worried about where Rachel was. Half the group stayed behind with him to try and help find Rachel, and the other half went to town to call the police.
As usual, I'm sure the cops didn't find anything.
Not if it's a woman. It's always, she just ran away with her friends, or she wants to start a new life, but it's never that.
I'm glad you guys are as suspicious about this case as I am. Everyone in town just wanted to believe it was the boyfriend, but the police were never able to link him to the case. And to this day, nobody knows where Rachel Peters is. My hope with telling you all about this case and being a part of this club is that we can all go home, do our own research, and come back next week, talk about this case in depth. Who knows? All kinds of people have solved true crime.
College students from San Luis University went on a camping trip at the beginning of the school year. This group had been best friends and most safe were pretty much inseparable until November 19, 1998, when Rachel Peters disappeared mysteriously. To this day, no one has seen or heard from Rachel, and police never found her body. They had several suspects and even more tips, but the police were unable to solve Rachel's cold case. Stay tuned for part 2 about suspects and possible leads.
Hello?
Hey, Mom, how are you?
Good, how are you, sweetie?
Good. Actually, I just joined a new club on campus for true crime lovers. The girl who runs it was telling us about this case that happened locally. The girl's name was Rachel Peters.
You know I don't like that true crime stuff.
Yeah, I know, but it happened around the same time that you were going to SLU. She went on a camping trip and went missing?
Promise me you won't put your nose into something that's none of your business.
No one's looking for her, Mom. What if I could help find her?
Isabella, promise.
Okay, I promise. Bye. Hello. Are you Detective Clarkson?
Was. Now it's just Frank Clarkson. Why do you ask?
My name is Isabella and I go to San Luis University. And I work for the school newspaper and we're doing an article about Rachel Peters. Do you remember that case?
Of course I remember. I was lead on that case for years. Can I offer you some iced tea, coffee?
Iced tea would be great, thank you.
Aha! This guy, Rich Boy 77, says he heard a rumor that Rachel may have been pregnant and ran away to hide the baby.
That's a really common cover-up for murder cases. You know, like, well, of course, she disappeared to have the baby.
Other people in the comments are saying the same thing. It looks like maybe the police even looked into it at one point.
The boyfriend. What if she ran away because she was afraid of him?
You think Rachel might still be alive?
It wouldn't hurt to look into it. I mean, have you checked for a birth certificate for the baby?
Now, why would the college paper be interested in this case all these years later?
Well, with the 22nd anniversary of Rachel's disappearance coming up, we thought it would be good to publish all the public known evidence. See if it sparks anything.
Noble. But if there's anything I've learned from this case, it's that no one's coming forward. Never seen folks so tight-lipped in my entire life.
Why do you think that is?
Well, with 6 college kids involved, parents, the college, the whole town didn't really want answers. It was easier to believe she just ran off, changed her name. Everybody wanted to pin it on the boyfriend, Ryan. No real evidence ever came of anything, and eventually it just went cold.
Hey man, watch it!
Hey man, it's an emergency.
Oh, Matthew, right?
Oh, what are you doing here?
I was just coming to the police station to see if they had any publicly available information on the Rachel Peters case.
Me too.
Oh, well, shall we go together then?
Yeah. Let's find out what these pigs really know.
Huh? Oh,
There was a rumor that Rachel may have been pregnant and ran away to have the baby.
Yes, the Williamson boy. His dad practically owns this city. Lives up on one of those rich houses on the hill. He's the one who brought us that tip, but he was also an attention seeker. I mean, it was a possible theory, but nothing ever came of looking for a pregnancy test or a baby. So we moved on.
Maybe she did what like old movie stars did and had the baby at a private hospital or a clinic where they don't publish to the internet.
It seems like a stretch, and even if she did, I don't know if they'd let us see the birth certificate.
Well, maybe they would, with a little convincing. Hello, I am Mrs. Peters, and this is my daughter.
Hello?
I just stopped by to get a copy of my daughter's birth certificate for her college applications.
I see. Unfortunately, Mrs.
Peters.
You're banned from the premises. If I see you two here again, I will personally arrest you.
why did you impersonate a cop, you imbecile? You know it's illegal.
We can still get the info.
How?
I bet they never checked the basement.
You're crazy.
Most definitely.
we can't just give you a new copy of the birth certificate. You'll have to file a claim, and then we can process it, and we'll mail it to you in a few weeks.
No, I'm afraid that won't do. We need it today. We're already running late.
I'm sorry, but that is our policy.
Sorry, darling. I guess you're not going to Princeton.
Look, I just need my birth certificate. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, if you two are going to insist on trying to get someone else's medical records, I'm going to call the police.
Okay, bye. We're going. That filthy little liar. She already had it pulled up.
How rude. She's coming back.
I got it. Let's go.
Did you bring a flashlight? No, I don't bring a flashlight. Come on, I have. But show me the alphabetical. What?
We scoured the expanse of the Jones campsite, and the majority of Rachel's DNA we found was in the tent she was sleeping in.
That's insane. There were no major clues at the campsite. Was there any sign of a struggle?
No. It was so strange. It's like she vanished. Part of me thought maybe she didn't want to be found.
Is that it?
There's literally nothing else.
Come on.
Go on without me! He's got me!
No, not without you.
Go on! I'm a survivor, all right?
No, I'll never let go, Jacob. I'll never let go.
Oh my gosh!
Jesus! Don't you know not to shine lights in people's faces?
Don't you know not to sneak up on a woman alone in the woods?
Well, what are you doing out here alone then?
I'm here to investigate the campsite where Rachel went missing. What are you doing?
I was actually mapping out the area. Thought the cops might have left some evidence.
Let me see.
Funny running into you guys here.
Same to you. What have you guys been up to?
Rachel had a baby,
Found a birth certificate.
but the baby didn't have a name.
A Blaine Williamson was listed as the father. That's not the boyfriend's name, right?
No, his name is...
Weird. But if there's a birth certificate, that means Rachel must be alive.
Alive? Oh, I have something to show you guys. Found this road earlier.
Do you think that maybe she could have parked a car here beforehand?
Shit, cops.
No way it's the cops. They're way too loud.
Will you tell this skull crusher that Jacob... Actually, I don't think I ever caught your last name.
It's that one guy from club.
No way. It is actually ridiculous I keep running into you guys. Assume we're all here for the same reason? No, Jacob and I broke into the police station and we didn't find anything. We found some notes and some evidence bags, but nothing good.
You broke into the police station?
Wait, where's Jacob?
He didn't make it.
Where did you just come from?
The main road. I followed this trail down here.
Wait, does the road stay wide enough for a car to fit the whole way?
I mean, I didn't want to bring my car down, but yeah, sure, you could.
Think we might have just found Rachel's getaway.
This way? I literally just watched this video.
Doesn't this road lead to that really rich area with houses on hills?
Blaine Williamson.
What about him?
Clarkson said that Blaine lived in that neighborhood.
We already got him.
Well, we can't just go to a random guy's house and knock on his door in the middle of the night.
How about Q, Isabella, and myself? We go visit Blaine. You two go out to the cars, watch the house, make sure nothing happens.
Why do I have to stay with him?
Hey, for Rachel. For Rachel.
For Rachel.
For Rachel.
Hello. How can I help you?
Hi, are you Mr. Williamson?
Sure am.
Well, I'm Isabella, and this is Q and Anthony, and we all go to San Luis University, and we work for the school newspaper, and we're doing an article on Rachel Peters. We were curious if you'd be willing to speak with us.
Rachel Peters. There's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. Yeah, sure. Why don't you come on in?
Thanks. So, how did you know Rachel?
Well, we were in communications together and kind of just had a school friendship. Never hung out outside of maybe a project or two.
How well did the two of you get along?
She was always kind. She'd always remember my birthday or check in on me if I was looking down in class. She was a really good person.
Do you have any idea what happened to her?
Sure, I have ideas, but they're really just the same theories that have been tossed around hundreds of times. Thought about them all.
Did you know she was pregnant?
Yeah, that was one of the theories, but nobody ever could prove that one, and her boyfriend seemed particularly keen on shutting it down.
So, did you think maybe he had something to do with her disappearance?
Honestly, yeah. He was known for being kind of rough around the edges, if you know what I mean. Not exactly the kind of guy you want to piss off. Oh, that's no good. Up at the top of the hill, and they're always the last ones to get the power fixed.
Ooh, let me see.
What are you...
I don't think these are calibrated right.
Yeah, professional. God.
If you'd like, I do have some old stuff from college. Could be interesting for your article. In fact, I might have a yearbook kicking around somewhere.
That'd be awesome.
Perfect. Well, it's downstairs, so we're gonna have to take a little bit of a field trip. Follow me. Just right down here. Oh, watch your step. All right, it should be in here amongst some of the mess. Pardon it.
Ooh, nice wine.
Yeah, I enjoy it from time to time, but I'm lucky I get to indulge my vices. Let's see. Yes, this has all the college things in it, including my graduation cap. And Rachel's scrunchie. She brought this over to my dorm, and I never had the chance to get it back to her. Didn't feel right tossing it after that. Aha! This is the yearbook. You know she's in here with her friends. Right there.
Hey, I know this picture. That's my mom.
Wait, and that's mine.
That's my dad.
Your dad is the Ryan? Hey, Mr. Williamson, did you know about this?
That's not good.
It's locked.
Don't worry, I'm an expert getting around locked doors. I need an open window.
No. Oh, he locked it.
You locked it?
Yeah, why would he do that?
No idea. There's a space over here. Come check this out, Bella.
There has to be some way out of here.
I think there's a door up there. Through the looking glass?
Through the looking glass.
Why does he need these tarps here in this foundation? There's no water here.
Maybe it's not to keep the water out, but maybe to keep something else in.
Rachel? What are you doing in my house?
I'm looking for Anthony, Isabella, and Q. This is Blaine Williamson's house.
It's my grandparents' house.
Are you related to Blaine Williamson?
Yeah, he's my weird uncle. He used to live with us.
Well, we found our way here looking deeper into the Rachel Peters case.
Me too. I found a note in the cellar that was written by Rachel. It said she had a daughter.
And you're just the right age.
But I don't remember her. I don't ever remember having a mom. I just remember Nan, Pops, and Uncle Blaine.
We need to find the others and get out of here.
I think I heard someone head downstairs.
How'd that happen?
I think Blaine knows more than he told us.
Well, hang tight. We're gonna get you out of there. Amelia? Don't come any closer. I know how to get evidence under my fingernails. Oh.
Isabella? Anthony?
What are you guys doing here? Long story, but she's the Jane Doe.
You're Rachel's daughter?
What?
Yes. I'm sorry. I just found out. I really should have just told you guys about it when we first met.
Olivia, your mom doesn't live with you, does she?
No. I've never met her.
Olivia, I think we found her.
Where do we hide now? Who's that?
It's us.
Hi. How many college students are working at this paper?
What did you do, Uncle Blaine?
Olivia? Are these your friends?
Why do you have a knife? What are you doing?
Well, the power went out, and then I heard voices in the house. It's for my protection.
Interesting. Pulling a knife on a bunch of college students that you locked in your own cellar? In fact, we just came from there, from that little door up in the wall.
In fact, we believe we found Rachel Peters. She's been hiding here this whole time. What did you do to her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cut the bullshit! What did you guys find?
A skull.
Like a real one?
Probably an old Halloween decoration fell under the house.
You really expect us to believe that?
Doesn't matter what you believe when you can't prove anything.
We know who Olivia is. She's Rachel's daughter.
Yeah, she didn't die in the woods that night. She lived long enough to have a baby.
It's not my fault she was ungrateful. I gave her everything. Money, place to live, a new identity, but all she cared about was that stupid guy, Ryan.
He's not stupid. He would have never hurt Rachel like you did.
You don't know the real Ryan. Cool Ryan always had a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other. He played in a rock band. I mean, all the girls loved that shit.
Oh, you're just jealous, asshole.
It doesn't matter. Why is there a dead body under our house?
No one will believe you. No one believed your parents all those years ago, so why would they believe you, the children of accused murderers? I mean, especially you. So now, if you'll excuse me, I would appreciate it if you all kept this entire evening to yourselves. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you go to, even the police, they're not gonna listen to you because I have deep pockets that run this city. So please, get out of my house. Officers, I was just cooking, the power went out, didn't have a chance to put the knife down, I'm sorry.
Stay where you are. Do not resist.
Officer, if you call the sheriff, I'm sure he'll sort this one out.
Tough luck, Williamson. Your daddy's money doesn't cover this.
And I would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stuck your nose where it didn't belong.
I believe the line ends with, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Are you okay? I saw the news. Tell me you weren't there.
I'm sorry, Mom. I am at the house, but we found her.
They found Rachel? Is she alive?
No, but her daughter is.
Oh. I'm so glad they finally found her. Now we can all finally move on. I'm sorry I didn't tell you more about this before. I just knew something bad had happened after the camping trip, and I didn't want you to meet the same fate.
Were you one of Rachel's friends?
Yeah, she's one of my best friends in college. Losing her was one of the worst nights of my life.
I'm sorry, Mom.
I'm just glad you're okay and they found her.
Listen, Mom, I gotta go, but I'll call you tomorrow.
Please get home safe.
Okay, I will. Good night, Mom.
You go downtown and then you take a left. It's
my dad's
right past it.
Yeah, it looks good, bud. Was it hard?
Yeah.
All right. Let's settle down. Let's get this club started. Does anybody have any suggestions on what we should talk about next?
Missing hunters in the national parks?
We could look into the anthrax mailing murders.
I think we should look into sinkhole cases.
The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Shortly after getting out of jail, I found out that new evidence came to light in the Delphi murder case.
Has anyone heard of the Catherine Stewart case?
What about